Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Travels with Bert. But of course, maybe some of you it's the first time here, so welcome to Travels with Bert. And just by way of quick introduction, this is Bert, my big red truck, and I'm Paul. And we travel around Thailand, so I hope that if you enjoy this one, you'll join us on some more. And of course, you won't know that we have more journeys unless you hit the subscribe button. So we'd both really appreciate if you would do that. Now, I must confess today is a little bit unscripted because I hadn't planned on making a video today. But as you can see, the weather is reasonably nice. In fact, sitting here is stinking hot. But I can't waste the nice days because they're very few and far between at the moment. This is what we call the monsoon season, which means that most days are cloudy and very often it's wet. And so sunshine, maybe once every week or two we might get some sunshine. So when I saw the weather today, I thought, yeah, I have to go out and make a video. And if you can see behind me, just here, there's a small island sticking out. It's called Ko Raet. And we're going to go over there. You probably saw it before when we did the video at, what's the name of the place? Wat Khao Suan Pradit, which is just over here. So we're not far from home, only about 25-30 minutes. And this island, they call it floating village, but it isn't really. The buildings are down on large tree trunks that are sticking into the ground, but it's cute. It's like a small version of Ko Raet in phang-nga, if you're familiar with that. The difference here is, though, there's a bridge. We don't have to take a boat to get there. One day we will go to Ko Raet because that's also an interesting place. So what I'm going to do now is I'll stick the camera in the back of Bert so that you can see as we go over the bridge, because it's a little bit unique. So, okay, let's pack up here and let's get going. Okay, as you can see from the sign, we're just at the beginning of the bridge that goes over to Ban Ko Raet or Ko Raet town. And as we go over the bridge, I'll explain how this works because it's a bit of a strange bridge. Okay, for most of the way, it's one way. And as you will see just here, there's a stop sign. And the idea is that anybody who is on the bridge has priority. So I have to stop here and make sure there's nobody coming down, which there isn't. And then we can go up. And the first time I came here, there was only a primitive wooden bridge which you had to walk across. And so this is, although it's kind of narrow, it's a vast improvement over the wooden bridge. And you can probably see some of the island now. And what happens is, here at the very top of the bridge, there's a little parking area. So I have to pull over to the left here. And I have to make sure there is nobody coming up the bridge, which I think there might be about to. That white pickup truck looks like it's coming up. Yes, it is. So we have to wait for him and then we can go down. Well, it's another Ford Ranger, so that's not serious. Okay, nobody in sight, so we can head off down the other side of the bridge. And this really is the main part of the town. There's a parking area. I think it's called the town square. But it's really not very large. In fact, the whole island is not very large. Well, it looks kind of busy. Clumsy bit of parking there. But now we know why. It's quite full here. Maybe we can just squeeze in there on the right. Yeah, I think we got lucky. That's the last parking space. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll grab the camera and we'll set off on a long walk around the island and hope that nobody blocks us in while we're here. So we'll start with the temple, which I believe is called the Hai Lam Shrine. Sounds more like food to me. I'll have the Hai Lam with oyster sauce, please. But you can immediately see the Chinese influence. This is because the island was initially populated by people from Hainan in China. They built the initial houses on the stilts and they dug a well for fresh water. We'll just have a quick look in the shrine. Not a lot to see. And then we'll set off on a tour around. Obviously from just about everywhere there are nice sea views. If we look through the gap there. And we'll head off this way, I think. I assume this goes somewhere. Oh yeah, we're not on the main street. Howdy cow. And so yeah, this is the main street. We're just going to wander down here, see what we can find. I think we found a mini bar. Anybody want to stop for coffee? No, I don't think so. Later maybe. And obviously there's a big fishing industry here. There's a guy here repairing all of his nets. I guess that's a full-time job. Somebody go. Another lady working hard here, doing something with nets. She doesn't want to talk to me. Many of these buildings are homestays. In fact, a lot of them are homestays. Nice place there, looking straight through. Be kind of nice to stay there with a good sea view. We get a little bit of a gap here. There's a missing building. You'd think somebody would grab that and build another house. And we're just about coming to the end here, I think, which is where the school is. It's a very small school. I believe only has about 40 students because since they built the concrete bridge, most of the kids go to school on the mainland. This one's kind of cute. That's it. That's pretty much the whole school. I seem to remember they had a soccer pitch somewhere, but I can't remember where. So we're just coming to the top end of the island now. And we have to go around to the right to keep going around the whole island. No, I can't find their soccer pitch. I was sure it was here somewhere. We'll just wander over to the left here and look at the view. A few rather unhappy looking statues out there. And then we'll look around to the right, lots of islands. Keep going round the island. I forgot to fit new Energizer batteries this morning. I think I'm going to need them. From about here we start to get a good view of the mainland. I think off in the middle there, oh, you can see the ferry terminals, but in the distance I think is Nankam Beach where we were a few episodes ago. Let's just have a nice look here, see what we got. Finally, as we approach the town, there's a few more buildings again. It's really quite remote on this top end of the island. There's nothing at all except for sea view. It's a nice looking place on the right here. I think I could I could happily live there. Don't think it's a, or maybe it's a hotel, I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. Private residence, that certainly wasn't here the last time I came. And then there's a nice looking place straight ahead. And we'll just pause here to have a nice sea view, look at the fish drying and smell the fish drying. Yummy. Not. Okay, let's keep going. And we'll pause again to look at the murals and another sea view. Okay, now we're back at the bottom end of the island, heading back towards Bert. And I think there's somebody going to come past us. I'll just move over a minute. Yes, that man with his motorbike. Oh, it's two of them. And from here you can get a good view of the bridge where we came over. Hello. Well, there you go. I guess you could say we've circumnavigated the whole island. There's Bert with his bum sticking out. So we'll close with the usual aerial views, which just leaves me to say it's goodbye from Bert, and it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.